This is Ocean's Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJ XOXO. This reading is on Karrueche Tran and Chris Brown. But before I start, here is my disclaimer. Everything I say in this reading is alleged. My reading is for entertainment purposes only. Tarot card readings, oracle card readings are subject to interpretation, and they should not be taken as absolute. Karrueche is beautiful. She's pretty and popping. Face card never declined. She is the it girl. But she may deal with some negative self-talk. She may need to do some shadow work, or she is doing inner healing already. She could be dealing with some mental health issues. She could either be dealing with it or overcoming it. She is super pretty. I remember when she had that short haircut too, with the finger waves. She's super pretty. I'm even getting Betty Boop energy for some reason. She's like beautiful. There's attraction. She's flirtatious. There could be some kisses between her and Chris Brown. This could be past, present, future energy. There's an open admiration between the two of them. I heard him say, I love her. I love her. And when he said her name in that song, Karrueche, I'm hearing that. Karrueche could be Afrocentric. She could be like deeply connected to her black side. She's a boss. She's goal-oriented. She could own some businesses or a business. She's very ambitious, and she loves her melanin. See, melanin. She appreciates and loves her black side. I feel like people have been hard on her in the past because she's half Asian, but she embraces her black side based on the cards that I'm seeing with the Afrocentric, pro-black. She doesn't deny. So even if she embraces her Asian side, she doesn't deny, reject her black side. She loves her black side. She even almost, I'm getting the energy of someone who leads with that. She leads with that energy. She loves the melanin. Yep, we're throwing shade. And I feel like multiple women have thrown shade towards her about her blackness. So with regards to the energy in Karrueche and Chris Brown's connection, I see insomnia, sleepless nights. He must have stressed her out a lot in the past. I feel like he could have even lost some sleep. I feel like people have told her things about him, or people tried to warn her about things that he's done, is doing, will do. She's lost a lot of sleep. He's really put her in a stressful state. I don't know if there's a fire sign, if she's a fire sign or he's a fire sign. I'm getting fire sign energy. I'm also getting that root chakra energy, like things were shaken to the core, like she was shaken at the core, like an unstable foundation. I feel like Chris Brown, this is all alleged, but someone in their connection, I'm leaning towards Chris Brown, rocked her foundation. I'm getting the energy of dismantling it. There could be some motherhood, pregnancy energy around her. If she's not pregnant, she could have the desire to be pregnant. This also speaks of, I'm getting moon energy, so Pisces energy also. This also speaks of her possibly coming out with some new projects, creating some new ideas, giving birth to something that she's passionate about. This could be like a product line, a business. I feel like motherhood is something that she may strongly desire. I feel like she may have even lost children in the past. God bless her. And I feel like certain revelations have come to her surrounding motherhood. But this is about sadness, loss, grief, guilt, regret. Feeling regretful about certain things. I feel like, and even with the baby energy, the Empress energy, this gives me the energy that she could have lost a child in the past, possibly. God bless her. This is all alleged. But sadness, loss, grief is the energy. Focusing on your losses is something that she's terribly saddened about. And I'm getting past energy, because especially feeling regret, that could be something that happened in the past. She wasn't happy. She was disappointed. This could be like with her and Chris Brown. She wasn't happy with what he was offering her. He constantly let her down. He may have constantly disappointed her. Her cups were empty. He didn't fill her cups. So I'm getting the energy of a lack of emotional fulfillment. Like, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, he's handsome. Yeah, a lot of girls love him, but nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's really like to be with him. Her cups were empty. She was emotionally unfulfilled, is the energy I'm picking up. With the Tower landing on that pregnancy, I get the energy of a loss of a pregnancy. Maybe something that she really wanted. This could have been between her and Chris. There could have even been a pregnancy while they were together. That, once again, shaking the foundation. Something shaking her to the core. It created disruption, upheaval. It completely transformed their relationship. Completely. I even get the energy of it transforming how she views love and how she navigates relationship. This energy, it could have been exposing losing a pregnancy, maybe 2 women being pregnant. I'm not saying that this is the case. This is just what comes to my head. It could even possibly be about finding out that while she was with him, somebody was pregnant. Because with the moon, Pisces energy, it could also be Cancer energy. She could have found out about a pregnancy while they were together. She could have been pregnant, so it could have been like an energy of 2 women being pregnant for somebody at the same time. But this revelation rocks her to the core. It rocked her world. Transformation. She had to walk away from the connection. I feel like if they broke up in the past, one of the major things could have been a pregnancy while they were together. I don't follow Chris Brown or Karrueche, so if y'all already know this, if this is even a thing, this is all alleged, but if this is something that has already came out in the news, then that's what really pushed her to, 1, seek the truth, seek fulfillment, seek happiness, and I'm getting the energy of seeking peace. This was not a peaceful connection. She needed to restore balance in her life. She needed justice. This also gives me the energy of, and for some reason I'm seeing his first baby mama. I don't know why. I'm seeing Chris Brown's first baby mama, his daughter's mom. But this also gives me the balance of being mixed race. And trying to balance both cultures, both backgrounds. There could be some type of court thing. I don't know if her and Chris Brown went to court. They could have had some type of issue that needed to go to court, or issues that the law had to handle. And I feel like even in their connection, there was something that she wanted justice. Like she felt, I don't know what the word is. I'm hearing betrayal, like vindication, resolution. It's like she felt cheated out of something and she wanted that restoration, that justice back. She wanted karma. I don't know if she cheated back. I don't know. Anyway, this connection was about rewards and gifts, and with it landing on the 4 of Cups, that wasn't enough to sustain a relationship. Okay, you're giving me gifts. I need love. I need time. I need attention. I need respect. I need loyalty. Somebody could be dealing with issues with their teeth. Benevolence is good energy. So there's somebody they have a good heart. They mean good. Chris Brown could be super generous. He could give tokens of appreciation. That gives me like a lot of water sign energy, especially Cancer energy for some reason. But somebody who's super generous and they show a lot of tokens of appreciation. This could be both Chris and Karrueche. Karrueche. Somebody could have gotten some type of cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery. Experiment. I'm getting the energy of like experimenting with drugs and even sexual experiment. Like tapping into your sexuality and experimenting with things, like even with LGBTQ energy. Sexual positions, practices, the energy I'm getting. I feel like this relationship could have impacted someone's morality and ethics. Like maybe they crossed the line or crossed boundaries or experience. Even with the experimenting thing, they did things that were against their normal beliefs and practices, but to satisfy or appease someone, they experimented with it, tried it, they didn't challenge it. I get the energy with the energized and re-energized. I get the energy of energy vampire, somebody who steals people's energy. And I feel like the walking away was a way for her to re-energize. Like this relationship could have drained her. It could have emotionally drained her. Someone is a clown, they're a comedian. Chris Brown could be super funny. He could be hilarious. He could make women smile. He could make women laugh. I'm getting the charming energy, but he could also be mischievous. And yeah, he's an entertainer. So people find him entertaining from a comedic standpoint, but he's also entertaining. Ooh. He's also entertaining from like the stage presence with him dancing and singing as an entertainer. And I also get the energy of entertaining different women. But he could be like a really funny guy. Like he probably makes women laugh. And somebody has a lot of questions, even with the Eight of Cups, that's seeking the truth. I feel like there's a lot of unspoken truths, a lot of secrets that have not been revealed. Somebody has a lot of questions about what could have happened, and even with what could have happened, I just picked up the energy. When I said what could have happened, I get the energy of wondering if we stayed together, what would our relationship have been like now? I get that energy. And also what could have happened. The secrets that were kept when they were together that she never discovered. She's questioning a lot of things. There could have been some type of investigation, especially with that landing on the justice card. Someone could have been, like, there could have been a legal investigation. There were accusations in place, allegations made, and they were blaming each other for different things. So if she accused him of something, he then put the blame on her is the energy I'm picking up. Like, well, if you didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. And I feel like she could have a lot of suppressed and repressed emotions, and I'm getting both of their energies. I feel like there are things that Chris Brown has gone through, and for some reason I'm picking up a father energy, abandonment issues type of energy. I don't know if his father was in his life, but there are things surrounding father. I'm picking up a father energy, possibly, that he has suppressed or repressed because of abandonment issues, childhood trauma, needing healing. And whatever he may have experienced as a child, I don't know if his father was abusive to his mom or what, I don't know. Oh, the fan is on and my cards are flying. I feel like he carried on those characteristics into his relationships. Things that he's seen his father do, if his father was in his life or not, I don't know. You know, sometimes you don't have to raise a person for them to have your characteristics. I don't know if his father was in his life. I get abandonment issues, so I don't feel like his father was necessarily in his life. His mom could have been a single mom, but I feel like he could be one of those men that I'm even hearing like the mom say, you're just like your father. And some kids, they get mad at that because it's like, mommy, I know you didn't like daddy. And if I remind you of him, then you must not like me. I'm picking up that energy. And remember, this is all based on interpretation. These are feelings that come to me, but it doesn't make it truth. It doesn't make it fact. This is just what I'm feeling. Somebody's birthday could be in December or around Christmas time. Something significant could have happened or will happen around December or Christmas time. Karrueche is graceful and elegant. There's a lot of secrets. She could be secretive. I'm picking up water sign energy. Somebody could have water placements in their chart. She could be a graceful dancer. Chris Brown could be a graceful dancer. We know he's a great dancer. This, ooh, somebody has that succubus spirit. Like, I'm getting the energy of, like, you know, even with the temptation and lust, I'm seeing Jezebel spirits, but I'm also getting the energy of somebody who, this is deep, y'all. Okay. I get so many energies from one card. One card doesn't just speak of one scenario. It's multiple, there's like layers, multiple energies that's being picked up. There was a lot of temptation and lust I'm picking up in their connection. Outside women. Women who lured and seduced Chris Brown. Women who baited him. And even I'm getting that pregnancy energy. Like maybe he was even trapped by a woman. But I also get the energy of somebody like sex magic, but not intentional sex magic. Somebody just has a draining spirit. Like the sex could be super good, all alleged. God forgive me if I'm being inappropriate, but that's just what I'm picking up. Like and I feel like I want to express this so that you guys could kind of understand when you're in your own relationships and you deal with these dynamics, how to navigate through them, because these things are real. Sometimes you're intimate with somebody and the intimacy is just so passionate and powerful. It's so good, but it will literally drain your energy. It will drain your soul. So I feel like being intimate with a specific person, this could be Karrueche and Chris Brown. This could be women that Chris Brown has been with. This could be men that Karrueche has been with. But being the intimacy with someone or people literally sucks your soul from your body. You get demonic attachments from this person. Like, this is like a unhealthy connection. You have to really be mindful of who you lay down with and who you have children with that pregnancy card being underneath it. Their relationship came to an end. And look at this female. I feel like Chris Brown deals with a lot of, even the succubi, he deals with a lot of toxic, nasty Jezebel spirits. This is a man that has been broken by women. He's been hurt by a lot of women with evil, demonic spirits, evil, demonic attachments. I'm also getting the energy of Karrueche finding her strength in her connection to Chris Brown, and even stepping on him, and not stepping on him in a disrespectful way, but just finding her strength and power. I'm getting Lilith energy. This is Callie. This is Callie in the image, but I'm also getting Lilith energy. That's the woman who was with Adam, and she didn't want to minimize herself. You see, with the red pill community, with the modern women, there is strength in being a modern woman at times. Being a modern woman at times, there's strength in that. Reclaiming your power. I feel like women could have done love spells. I'm getting the energy of threesomes, and not even just threesomes, like mad women. I'm getting the energy of multiple personalities. Once again, somebody sucking your soul from your body. A lot of toxic connections through sex. This relationship between Karrueche and Chris Brown was very transformative for Karrueche especially. And I feel like it also was hurtful for Chris Brown. I don't know if it's because of her. I feel like reclaiming her power could have hurt him in some way. Maybe he lost energy or power when she reclaimed her power. It was almost like it defeated him. I get strong pregnancy energy. The Nine of Cups is also a fertility pregnancy card, and it landed on that Empress card. So I get a pregnancy, definitely. And I'm getting a pregnancy energy for money. Somebody getting pregnant for money is the energy I'm picking up. But this is also like wish fulfillment, happiness, emotional, happy, wish, okay. There's a scheming lady here. This woman looks like a schemer. I don't pick up Karrueche's energy. It could be her. I don't know if she has water in her chart. But this gives me like a scheming female. She been scheming, plotting, scheming. While Karrueche and Chris Brown were together, she was plotting and scheming. I also get the energy of a woman who got pregnant for money. And I feel like this is a woman who got pregnant while Chris Brown and Karrueche were together. And once again, with the Justice card, there could be a Libra. Someone could have a strong Libra placement. Look at the heart inside the scale. The scales of justice. The woman even looks Asian. So this gives me Karrueche's energy. But he dates a lot of mixed women with Asian ancestry. So, this is an air sign energy. So if it's not a Libra, it could be a Gemini or an Aquarius. But look at the scales of justice, karmic justice for breaking someone's heart. And once again, I get that legal. There's a legal battle. Domestic violence, mental manipulation. More pregnancy energy, children energy. Somebody could be pregnant right now. But I also feel like Chris Brown and Karrueche could be healing their connection. Like even after the death, there was grief. Somebody, like they grieved their breakup, but I feel like now they could be in a place of healing. I see mourning, I see pain, I see grief, I see sadness, but I feel like they may have overcome that space and now they're in a place of healing their connection. This is about victory, success, achievement. This woman was obsessed with Chris Brown's celebrity. These women, like it's just multiple women. Look at all the women in the crowd. Admiration. He's a celebrity. This is celebrity status. This is fame, acclaim. People celebrate him. They worship him. I don't know if he does the white powder. People love his power. With the, look at the sacral chakra with that orange. Sacral chakra energy. A lot of sexual energy. Women want to him. They want to be by him. And they want to him. I'm not going to say the word, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's a lot of sexual energy. My foot is falling asleep. A lot of sexual energy, even sexual tension. Women want to be in bed with him. Karrueche had a lot of competition. A lot of competition, especially with this being a wand. Somebody could be a fire sign for real. I'm picking up strong, I don't know. I'm picking up strong water sign, fire sign energy because I see a lot of cups and I see a lot of wands. So I get fire sign, water sign energy. With the swords, I get a lot of mental manipulation, a lot of toxic communication. There goes that cup again. What sign is Chris Brown? He could be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't know. Ay! The fan is blowing. It says calm and emotional storm, supportive protector, loving, supportive father figure. What is Chris Brown's relationship with his dad? He could be a loving, supportive father to his children. And I'm picking up that energy that I felt with Justin Bieber of wanting to be to your children who your father wasn't to you. And there goes that Empress. There was a pregnancy. There could be a pregnancy. Somebody could be pregnant right now. Or there's issues surrounding a pregnancy. And once again, motherhood. I feel like Karrueche really wanted children. Maybe she wanted children for Chris Brown. But also creative abundance. Somebody could be coming out with a project. This could be Chris Brown. This could be Karrueche. This could be both of them. And I feel like Karrueche, she discovered self-worth through this connection. It's almost like somebody had to break you down for you to build yourself back up again. That's what this relationship did. The world is a closing of a major chapter. That was their breakup. That was their end. Success through growth, closure with peace. I feel like they're in a good place. Maybe they've closed the toxic part of their connection and they could be in a good place. I'm not picking up the energy of a reconnection. Anything is possible, but I'm not picking up that energy of a reconnection. I just feel like we're on good terms now. Maybe they talked about the past or they've just healed. We saw the healing and look, they've healed. The star is about healing. Restoration of hope, faith in the future, spiritual guidance. And even with this, I said healing. So I feel like they've healed. Chris Brown, especially with that King of Cups energy, he could have matured a lot during the time. Did I get a King of Cups? I saw King of Cups, right? Chris Brown could have matured a lot between the time of their separation to now. He's probably a completely different man. He's probably matured so much. He's transformed so much. Somebody could have intuitive gifts. They could be like a tarot card reader. They could be like, they probably could be clairvoyant, clairaudience. They could be tapped into their clairs. They have intuitive gifts. Like I said, they have an inner knowing. And look at the withholding the truth. There's a lot of secrets that could be revealed now. Or these are secrets that maybe, you know, when you disconnect from someone and things were left unsaid, now that they could be reconnecting. And I'm not saying they're reconnecting to date or anything like that. But now that they are healing from their past, I'm hearing afflictions. Now that they're healing from their past afflictions, there's open dialogue. And now I can ask the questions that you're not afraid to answer truthfully, honestly. Now Karrueche could possibly get the truth about things that she's questioned in the past. I'm hearing why. Why? Loneliness, social isolation, emotional loneliness. This gives me the energy of like the fame, even having the fame, it landing on those 4 cups. Having the fame is not that it's all cracked up to be. You feel lonely because you know a lot of people are just dealing with you because of who you are, because of your social status, not because of who you are. It's like y'all love me for Chris Brown or Chris Breezy, the personality. But do you love me, for my soul, for who I truly am? Someone feels disconnected socially. This gives me hermit energy. So somebody probably doesn't really like to go out right now, or they've gone through this phase where they weren't really going out. and hanging out with people, doing internal work. Somebody is going to see a major financial win. Let me hurry up. Let's see, cultural identity crisis. Somebody felt displaced culturally. Somebody could be dealing with or has dealt with an eating disorder. Maybe they don't look at themselves as beautiful. Obsession with gaining weight, maybe gaining muscle, or even gaining weight. So this could give me the energy that maybe Karrueche may want to be a little thicker, thick. Or someone could have had an eating disorder, or they just didn't like the way their body looked. And I see resentment. There could still be some unresolved resentment between them, some bitterness, hostility. Someone could still be holding a grudge. There could be negative emotions that exist towards each other while they are in this healing process or energy. These are energies that they may need to work through. Like, the damage is done. The relationship damage was caused. The damage is done. And I really don't feel like it's going back. If they go back, I don't know. I don't feel like it's turning back, but I feel like they still need to heal from the experience. Ghosting, disappearing. Someone felt invisible. They felt unseen. They felt unheard. Someone is about escapism. They don't take accountability. They run. That's that suppression, repression. Emotional storms, turmoils, unstable, affected. Their relationship was greatly affected by a lot of emotional storms. I'm getting emotional immaturity. The relationship was dealt with a lot of turmoil. It was not a stable connection. We saw that the uprooting, the instability of the structure, where I kept saying, like, the foundation was shaken. It's not stable. It says attachments, third parties, peers. There was a lot of influences that impacted their connection. Attachments could be abuse, addictions. And when I said abuse, it could be physical abuse because I said it, but also abusing like substances, alcohol abuse, negative toxic attachments, past behaviors. Third parties, other women, family, negative friends, peers we see. So he probably didn't have a good group of people around him. Somebody was holding on. They were obsessed and spying. I hope somebody felt suffocated. This could be literal suffocation within abuse, but this could also feel like stifling, like with the obsession, the spying. It's like, give me room to breathe. We're not together. Or even when they were together, he was very clingy. And I also get the energy of clinging on to something that's done. It's time to let go. So I just wish them the best. I wish them the best, praying for their healing. Yes, I'm not praying for the connection. I'm praying for the healing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that if you are going through some personal trials and relationships and love, you can learn something from these readings. Thank you for listening and watching. Happy healing, everyone. God bless.